Lots of rain has fallen over eastern South Africa, with also reports of flooding in places the past 2 weeks, but the complete opposite in the west. It's uncomfortably hot and dry, especially over the drought-stricken western areas of the Eastern Cape. I know the east has received some good rain, but in the west, it's a dire situation. On average, the dams are below 13% full, and they are in desperate need of some rain. The good news is there seems like there might be some relief on the way, so here's the forecast. We currently have a second cut of low sliding over the Western Cape, and it will help a trough to transport moisture down from the tropics over the western parts. We are expecting stormy conditions to develop here over the Karoo and spread in a southeastwards direction, later moving over the drought-stricken Eastern Cape. We are expecting scattered to widespread showers and thunderstorms, mainly over the catchment areas on Friday evening. Please bear in mind, this is not a drought-breaking system, but any rainfall over those areas are much needed. So we are hoping the system will bring a buckets full, especially for Nelson Mandela Bay and the Kouga Dam catchment areas. The Weather Service is warning against disruptive rainfall leading to localized flooding here over the bordering areas in Limpopo. That's due to a tropical continental low moving close to the country. It's the same system responsible for the flooding in Botswana and Zimbabwe. The ground is saturated in the Eastern Cape as well as the Lowveld. Therefore, the Weather Service warning against localized flooding in places as more rain is expected to fall in those areas on Friday. The southeaster will continue to pump and blow strong in the mother city, gusting at times with only a high of 25 degrees, mostly cloudy skies, with also an onshore flow bringing in more showers for the coastal areas. And then later that cut of low will likely bring in thunderstorms. Thunderstorms will also move close to the mother city, move over the coast and then become scattered over the Karoo. And as mentioned, later moving over Nelson Mandela Bay. Due to that onshore flow, only a few isolated showers likely in Gqeberha, but we actually want the rain to fall over the catchment areas. This onshore flow will bring in more rain for the Wild Coast. It's extremely saturated in those areas, so please be careful. Flooding is possible. And in KwaZulu-Natal, it's a mostly cloudy day, isolated showers on and off, and then later a few thunderstorms expected to redevelop, especially in the vicinity of Richards Bay. In Mpumalanga, mostly cloudy conditions, isolated showers expected on Friday. The Weather Service warning against here and there disruptive rainfall that could lead to localized flooding, as well as along the escarpment of Limpopo and over the northern bordering areas. But most of the day, partly cloudy to mostly cloudy conditions expected, with also that band of showers still extending over the central and eastern areas of northwest. More rain expected, where it's already pouring with rain the past few days, especially in the areas like Potchefstroom as well as surrounding parts in the Northern Cape, later becoming stormy due to that cut of low over the southern parts of the Karoo, and a band also expected to extend from Postmasburg over Colesberg and spreading eastwards. Mostly cloudy skies for the Free State. Still showers and thunderstorms expected in the east. A quite cool day with rainy weather on and off. In Gauteng, 23 degrees in Johannesburg. Mostly cloudy conditions. A few showers expected throughout your Friday. And here's your weekend weather forecast on Saturday. Still a strong southeaster expected in Cape Town, and showers and thunderstorms will continue over the east overnight into Saturday. Storms for the Eastern Cape, but then into Sunday, most of the stormy conditions are clearing up, dry in the west, and then finally the southeaster will start to subside ahead of a cold front making its way to Cape Town. Well, that's all from me, and remember, no matter the weather, we're in this together.